This video presented in fourth meeting of reflective practice in language education course provides a deep dive into the implementation context and method of reflective practice (RP), specifically for English as a foreign language (EFL) teachers in Indonesia. Then I will explain what RP is and how future teachers can use it in to improve their instruction. Okay, for the first is context and core objective. The push for RP in Indonesia is driven by the government's pursuit of a high-quality teacher education program and continuing professional development CDP. The underlying belief is that teaching experience alone does not guarantee improve. Then there are highlights the two primary types of future educators in Indonesia. Then the first one is pre-service teachers. University students who are training to become teachers. And then in-service teachers. Teacher candidates who are currently involved in community service or long-term internship in a school but are not yet officially appointed government teachers. Then the main goals of implementing RPR is the first one is encourage teachers to take responsibility for their professional growth, and then guide teachers in selecting specific aspect of their practicing for further in development, and then stimulate teacher to reflect individually and collectively on their teaching learning process to deliver successful lessons and maximize students' learning. And the second is implementation in the Indonesian education system. Reflective practice has been formally integrated into the curriculum of teacher education program in FKIP across Indonesia, reinforcing the government's commitment to improve teacher quality. And then about mandatory course or RP routines are embedded into mandatory university course, namely micro teaching and teaching practicum PLP1 and PLP2. The weekly and daily report compiled during the practicum are essential component of the reflective process. And then bridging theory and practice. The core function of RP within this program is to help teacher candidates connect their theoretical knowledge, then learning in college with the unpredictability reality of classroom event. The presenter also notes that a lesson plan often does not process as planned, but making improvisation and subsequent reflection crucial. And then the third is the first method of reflection. The video expands beyond traditional journal writing to showcase several contemporary RP techniques that have been documented in Indonesia. Educational research like video-based journaling and reflective writing, photo voicing. This technique is employed documenting a teaching or learning moment. Then it was using digital photography by following a written reflection on the image. And the fourth is case study on photo voicing. The presenter used two detailed example of photo voicing to illustrate how deep reflection works. The first one is example 1, the gloomy sky reflection. A student shared a photo of a gloomy, overcast sky to reflect her inner mood and mindset during an extensive writing class. She felt confused and anxious because she had too many personal events to choose from for an assignment. Likening her blood mind to a thick cloud, her reflection concludes with the reflection about the realization that despite the anxiety of saying peers finish easily, she had to persist. And for the second example, the simple classroom reflection. A teacher candidate submitted a photo of himself teaching at the simple whiteboard in a minimalist classroom setting. The reflection highlights a powerful conclusion. True teaching effectiveness is not dependent on luxurious or advanced facility. Instead, the teacher realized that what matters most is the teacher's commitment, focus, care, and physical presence in the classroom for the students. The moment reinforced his belief that connecting with students through effort and dedication is superior to any high tech about performance. Okay, this video concludes by emphasizing that RP helps future teachers gain patience and confidence, strengthening their professional identity regardless of the physical constraints of the teaching environment. Okay, maybe that is from me. See you later. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.